space to recharge from the Earth's yellow sun, I struck. But my obsession had blinded me to the real threat, to Earth's true enemy.
On your own, son!
Cyborg, concentrate fire on Luthor while I call down some artillery.
Deathstroke, time for you to join the party.
Lots of murdering to do.
Lose something?
Greetings, sister.
This? Nobody kills the bat but me!
Bring him to me! Batman! Adam! You don't deserve to live! Diana. Beaten by a mere man. No. You've lost everything. No. I beat you. Luthor!
Brainiac had returned. For years, he'd been stealing the powers of Earth's protectors, but we were too busy fighting amongst ourselves to see the danger. With you three dead, Brainiac quickly eliminated the remaining heroes. The lucky ones died fighting. Finally, I alone survived. A rat in the walls of the Brainiac construct. I have traveled through time to warn you. This is my past, but your future. And it means the end of humanity, so together, we must change it.
What have you done, Luthor?
Given you a fighting chance.
He's lying. It's some kind of trap. Why should we trust you?
Because if you don't, Earth is doomed. I've stolen Brainiac's exobytes and released them into Earth's atmosphere. They hold the powers stolen from the heroes and villains of my time, and will bestow them on anyone they contact. The exobytes will create a new breed of superhuman to fight Brainiac's invasion. You must teach them to use their new abilities, for they must be on the front line in the coming battle, or my grim future will become your own.
The giant tree beast will plague this land no more. But the enemy is cunning. They may make more foes like that one. Be ready to destroy.
This mission has concluded, but others may be in need of evacuation soon. Be prepared to assist. Nook.
What was once a masquerade of darkness is now shrouded in genuine evil. To break the spell, I will conjure crystals that can sever our foe's connection to the Dark Veil. You'll need to place them in a pentacle as they become ready.
So, TT, on Halloween. I am not an emo pilgrim. I'm a witch boy.
Clarion, you've lost control of your little prank. It's not too late to put things
Raven
right.
is a kindred spirit. Surely she won't mind lending her powers to me. I'll kill her. this fun without the powers of Tala, the Mistress of Hell.
Maybe we can lend you a hand. The Sentinels of Magic have conjured up a charm that will banish those masked apparitions. I'm teleporting the magical magnet in now. When it's full, you'll need to release the apparitions into the spectral retention chamber. We'll be sending it in shortly.
Clarion, your poor choices forced the Lords of Order to act. Countless innocents were harmed because of your careless temper tantrum. You crave respect, but your actions do not secure it. I've channeled your dark magic into an augment for good, and have bestowed a portion of it upon these heroes. Now, be gone from here.
Who are you to lecture me, phantom stranger? Thought you weren't supposed to interfere with us mortals. I won't forgive you for ruining my Halloween.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to make a loadout that's gonna stand out for the likelihood of pet damage, and we're gonna optimize our skills and help a rotation within our rotation to give ourselves the likelihood of winning battles and surviving through the onslaught of the bosses that are going to be appearing on the show today. So for the most part, pet damage, I unlocked every pet that I possibly could. I'm going to basically be able to show it to you today, how it looks. So give me a moment and we will show you exactly what we did within our inventory and likewise our traits of our situation and whatnot. Okay, so we'll definitely go through everything and we'll find out if precision or might is the best way to go in this pet damage scenario type. What we're running is Arcane Battery, Hear My Call, and the one and only John Constantine. Okay, moving forward, we're using sorcery. movement type is flight, and yeah, we're gonna use it. Remember, skill points could be transferred from one character to the other. You just have to put the skill points on there. But we'll find out today correctly if precision is the way to go, or is it might. Okay, so we'll find out today. We are still likelihood of just working on precision. Precision's still a fun scenario type to do. Especially, I feel like it could work, but I'm gonna just give it a moment to just show you guys what I'm gonna go do today. All right, so give me a moment. Is it precision or is it might? As we know, I got a new task for you. A challenge that you have been coming very clutch in. Absolutely killing it out there. The loadouts have been very useful and very helpful. We're using sorcery. We need a loadout. We need to find out if precision or might is the best way to go. I need you to determine it. I'm using flight. I want to utilize anything that will enhance the ability of pet damage. Speed cast. I want to find out if my focus should be weapon expert or my focus is going to be super powered. I have 251 skill points. let's get started. Okay, so first we're gonna reset everything. Clean our inventory right here. Just cleaning up my inventory. You know what I mean? A lot of things are about to happen very soon. I don't want to delete anything or don't want to have anything in there that necessarily does not need to be there. So, like, having like clean inventory, it always helps the scenario type out much neater. Right. So might is the way that we're going for pet damage. We got a statistical stat scenario type where we got something to upgrade. It gave us 1 in the area at the top, and then it gives us 500, 814, 407, 183, 358, 163, 101, and for the final one, 358. So this is going to be very useful. So let's put it on. I'm going to use brawling. Okay. Now we're gonna go to trades. Okay. Let's start putting the skill points on. I thought I was missing something. Okay. Alright. Let's go here. Super powered. That's the first one. So we're gonna get a crits. Then we get robot sidekick. Boost. Good. Weapon with brawler. So we want to clear this out. I feel like I could go and use what would I would say I could use hand blasters for this short time frame cast, one move, just a hit, you know what I mean? So other than that, that's the only thing. Scenario type. I could use hand blasters if I really wanted to. I would want to go hand blasters. It would make it a little bit more better. Okay, so we figured weapon out. We just gotta put this one back. Okay, here it is. We don't need to do this. Put in might. So now we go to power for abilities, loadouts. This is where it gets tricky. This is where we're starting to put ourselves in a position to win. This is exactly how I'm looking at it. We'll see if these things are possible. Okay, so just ran into something that would not require two of them to be popped at the same time. Okay, one moment. Okay, so we're looking at a scenario type right now. This scenario type is not going to work very good with each other because what happens is it takes in from this scenario type over here, and this only works for a period of time, while this has a duration of time that it lasts for until it goes away. But the thing about it is I would get more of this more than that, so I would be using this more than I would be using that, so I would be wasting a slot. So my understanding right now is to remove one of these scenario types to give myself a statistical baseline view of what I possibly can get all the time. And now, as we are looking towards the future, as this scenario type is looking, one of them have to go, but I'm going to find out which one. But I'm doing a pet damage one, so I'm feeling like this one's going to stay and this one's going to go. I'm going to have to find a way how I'm going to utilize this slot now. Give me a moment. So Neon Venom Boost will have to go. My best option to switch up that scenario type. I would have gone Heat Vision for the PIs, the burning sensation, and working with Grim. But I'm just trying to figure out if this interaction would be better. Okay, so we're going with Starbolt. The reason why we're going with Starbolt first is because of the fact that as we're looking at the loadout, this cooldown time is really cool. It really takes a while, so I can get this off. Now, my understanding is this scenario type for bad karma, you know what I mean, and that's the interaction that I'm playing with right now. And this one does not have an interaction, so I'm losing PIs. I'm wondering if the the supercharged generator move will be very much useful in supercharged generator. Okay, so it puts bad karma on, so I could still get PIs. So now I'm thinking if this would be useful, because I know if I was running like Omega, I would be able to like enhance this with Omega because it pops really quickly. But then I'm thinking about cooldown time, and when I see these things, and then I gotta pop them. But then I could still help my supercharge that will cost a lot. So I'm still thinking that this would be the best idea to go with, to get this up much more quicker. So let's see what happens. Get a passive. I feel like this is functionable. I think this is very functionable. The rotations are looking like, you know, the time frames are looking good. I think this is very functionable. You know what I mean? Coming around, I'm not even gonna second guess. I'm actually gonna just print it right now. I'm not even second guess. One, I might. So the Starbolt move is going to do a lot of damage. I know it's going to be a single target scenario type. I know those situations are going to be very, very important in empowering my situation. I feel like if I can get this scenario type to pop like this, if I could do this majority of the times, I think I'm going to be very, very likelihood of just doing something great. So it's going to look pretty crazy, but it's going to switch from here, popping these, to going back and waiting for the cooldown, and then doing this, and then getting ready for the fight. You see what I'm saying? But if I can't do that, then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna lose some of this little pet damage that I'm possibly that I want. You know what I mean? So it's definitely one of those scenario types. It's definitely one of those scenario types for the time being. Okay, so first off, I imprinted it. I have only one more skill point left. I don't want to use it. I just want to leave it alone for now. Let's get into some content. This is a single target ad. I would say ads. Most definitely ads. This is pet damage. This is definitely pet damage. We're going to utilize all of it. One, we definitely have, you know what I mean, hear my call. This right here is an opportunity to increase pet damage and the output of pet damage, right? So that's going to be good. And then Arcane Battery is going to be, after using 6 damage dealing abilities, gives the ability to summon a pet, restoring power and increases damage dealt by plus 5% or it should say for 8 seconds. Okay, so offering, you know, God's Wave, Mercy attack, you know what I mean? All these things do apply, including. So this is a really good scenario type to have. I had to check this out. I had to check this out myself. And I had to go look it up and figure out what was the best scenario type. And then we all know, again, pushing ads away, really useful, and then inflicts like bad karma. So you're already getting like, I'm getting like triple the PIs right now, or double the PIs right now for the time being. Listen, John Constantine is low key a really good ally to have. Utilize him, especially in elite content. The more times you see him get popped, you're pushing yourself in a position where you can stand still for like however second, duration of 37 seconds. You know what I mean? Like cooldown's 180 seconds, man. You can stand still and feel free for a moment. But on a boss fight, it's a little bit different. I think if you popped like four, like you have 8 people, if you had probably 5 people who pop John Constantine at the same time, I think he will bounce. But if he goes right through that, believe me, that boss fight is crazy. That boss fight is crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Because if he could just dive right through that whole barrier shield and then just dive right onto the center field where he's doing all that karma stuff and pushing out a field, yo, he's crazy, man. You gotta realize that, man. Boss fight is crazy. Damn. Okay. Moving forward. All right. So we got our damage scenario type down pat. We got our generator. Yo, so let's get into content. Let's get into some content. Okay, let's get into some content. Let's get into it. We feel pretty ready. Let's go. I know I'm gonna say it again. This is a single target, right? So when it comes out to boss fights, ads is gonna be totally different. You know what I mean? Ads is gonna be totally different. Oh.
I will cleanse the corruption.
I've come for you.
Okay, so this is crazy because I could have.
I will cleanse the corruption.
Back after a small period of time, halfway. So that's good.
The power battery has been corrupted, and at its heart are the original bones of Hawkman and Carol Ferris. We are here to aid you.
Back off!
Indigo light of compassion.
This isn't over. The Star Sapphires!
We must cleanse the power battery. The corruption has been halted,
It was cool to
but
show
it
me,
cannot
you
be
know what I mean, for
completely
the two
removed
bosses.
until the source of the
I think
black
at the end of the day, you
has
guys
been
could do the
destroyed.
math. If I was there on the third boss, no, first boss, it could have looked really, really different. Yeah, so, you know what I mean? Sometimes you go, like, some people could pull it and some people can't. I'm just like, you know what I mean? Hey, take it as for what it is. But I will be definitely coming back in here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Chat room. Welcome back, welcome back. Show me your arts. Okay, so first thing is first, this is going to be a sorcery pet damage loadout. So here it is. So with this Anthem Metal weekend, we can possibly get certain things up. We want to work on the smaller arts, the ones that we were working throughout the year, you know what I mean, that we kind of put in our to-do list. I'm going to actually, you know, put Anthem Metal in there, have a significant change in numbers, because, you know, I mean, fortifying it and all that great stuff is going to be what everyone's going to be trying to do to see how far they can go and push this week. So we're going to utilize that. Anthem Metal Daveners are going to be very good to be used right now too as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things behind the scenes that, you know, I mean, the normal individual will not understand until you will get into them. But, you know, I mean, for the most part, we'll talk about them. We'll definitely enlighten the mindset to think about something about those scenario types. And for the most part, you know, I mean, working towards the ultimate pet damage, rotation and loadout and casting times, and, you know, switching it up in some things, are going to utilize the might scenario type, as we're clipping into a scenario type every single time to see how good our numbers can look at the skill point level, or whatever the power is capable with PIs and pets damage. And then obviously adding on to the scenario type, the one thing that most people don't talk about that it really does really help is having something that works coexistently with your loadout and shows you exactly how you can utilize PIs and still get power interactions and all these little great things that will give you like an insight, you know, I mean, what it does and how it can help the group, and elite content and pushing ads away and keeping things out of the scenario type for a certain type being pickups, you know, stretching the floor, you know, yeah, just doing what you possibly can, right? So for the most part, you know, locking into these little things, you know what I mean, grabbing the essence of what this power is supposed to be doing within all these enhancements gives the ability of something to work. So for the most part, this is working. I think at the end of the day, when I'm seeing eye-popping scenario types, you just gotta see it for what it is. Yeah, if you're into stats and then looking at the bottom, you're talking about, an area we can work in at the bottom is the speed of the second time frame is not bad. Remember, two DPSs were in the room, putting on a performance, trying to do what they got to do. And then at the end of the day, you're looking at the high number. You're like, that number is kind of low. Did you pop your supercharge? And then you start to realize maybe not. You know what I mean? But in this case, no, I did not pop it on the last boss either. I didn't get it back up. So we're working on supercharge as much as we're working on rotation to get a solid number in between, from what you guys can see with the in hyphen max. And then, you know, 6 hits out of 209 is very, 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 like, think about what I'm about to say. You get 209 moves off, right? You only got crits for 6 of those for 2.9%. Now, there is a card, or there is a scenario type called the transformation card that's always giving you the likelihood of 30%, right? But this was on one target, you know what I mean? So this is not bad, but I need to figure out how I can get that number up. But why would I want that number up, and how can it make a big difference within utilizing the style of play that I'm playing? Okay, so that is ultimately how it really is going to have to come down to. And then it's more propped in the way to put in the work, right? So at the end of the day, I'm all about growth. And when you see that, there's a lot of components that go around it, but growth, you know what I mean? It is definitely something to look into. But other than that, you know what I mean, I'm just going into my my zone when I'm looking at this character, and I'm just like, hey, this is what I can do, and this is how I can utilize it, and this is what I have studied good enough to say. I'm looking at it in front of my face, and I'm like, it's very transparent, you know what I mean? You kind of got a window that you can utilize and say, hey, I actually got something. To be totally honest, the pet supercharges, you got the gorilla, the insect, the wolf, the dog. They're all different. They're all different in certain scenario types. You have a pet that's a swarm of bugs. Naturally, you have robot psychic, so you can reverse it and use robot psychic over the swarms. You can still get the, you know, I mean, these scenario types right here. You can get these ones. The ghosts, yes, best time to do is to farm them now. Yes, before Halloween and all that great stuff. Yeah, farm them now. Go through the trick-or-treat boxes and grab some before leaving, you know, the mission, and then getting them trick-or-treat boxes, putting your treats in, unlocking them, and hopefully getting these things. But if there's other videos, you know, go check out there, you know what I mean, for the pet scenario type. Yeah, like, go check that. But they don't have a great pet scenario type. The gorilla is the tank, you would say. The wolf is the DPS, the hard DPS, the crit DPS. And then the insect is for heals. The insect is for heals. And then the wolf is kind of just a passive of just passive, right, of something, right? You really can't utilize and switch up their loadouts. They don't add significant pet damage kind of scenario types, but they call PIs sometimes. They could be some PI situations, like the gorilla, you can modify him to your liking. The wolf, you can modify to your liking, but your movement style is going to be depleted, and then you have a different movement style, like, you know, I mean, acrobatics or super speed. Flight with the insect. Yeah, there's just a lot of things going on, but like, I don't know. Like, if you ask me, better than sorcery, like when you have supercharges, I know you're gonna be like, oh, I could go to my iconic tree and I could start popping thing. You want to be an off-cut version. You got to remember, when you're talking about something, you're like fire and ice. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, fire and ice, right? Is ice fire and fire ice? No, fire heals way much at a significant difference, right? I'm just talking, right? But ice does not heal like at that scenario type, and you have fire who have no heals, who has no shields. They don't have no shields, so they've been suffering from a shield deficiency. You know what I mean? So now, like, you can figure which one out is better. You know what I mean? Because you need to get healed, and we all know shields will never last all forever. You know what I mean? You gotta have power for that, like crazy. And then your cast time has gotta be like 0.0 or 0 point. You know what I mean? Like, where you can just keep hitting that, where you don't feel nothing, but still at the same time you're going down and without no heals. And then you got Fire who has less heals that can pop themselves up, but it's a healing versus shield game. It's all in the game style, man. Honestly, I think you could do it, but I don't think nothing's gonna be getting close as sorcery if you think about it. Even Celestial, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like nature is cool, you know what I mean? But you gotta remember, pet damage is pet damage. When a supercharge has pet damage, you don't even see this in other powers. Like the only one you could see this is Earth, but Earth doesn't even have the grand summoning kind of feeling to it. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like you gotta just pick your choices, you know what I mean? If you want to play with it, dabble in it, do you think it's gonna be better than the real original? I'm gonna leave you guys with that thought. So we just got another upgrade. This is another hierarchy moment because we need these pieces to keep moving up. Oh, we gotta find a raid. Yo, what is going on? Bunny runs? Yo, let's see this. All right. I'm feeling very confident in my situation right now, but not like to the point that um, to the roof. I'm more confident knowing I can go into a mission feeling like I can get the statistics, bring them back, understand where I lie, jot them down, and still feel like I'm getting the numbers that I was looking to get. Now I need to get the skill points. Now I need to get more nth metal, and then we're gonna put those scenario types in there, and we're gonna just gratify to being better. You know what I mean? And I hope that vibe is just what you're looking for when you're optimizing your scenario type itself, your statistic tree, boosting your elite raids and your dreams and aspirations to get in those and see where you actually stay up and how you can work with a team and how you can pick people up and how you know body language and when to pick them up and when to stay away from bosses' great moves. So how the area effect, you know what I mean? They're not showing the area effects, you know what I mean? The ground stamp move and the lunging over and then the running over and hitting you with the whip, and then you got other ones that just stand there and then they swipe and they take your whole situation, and then you got the swarms, and then you have the grounding, and then you have all the smoke, and then you have all the spores, and then you have the chaotic, all of them chasing you and they're going crazy. Like, you just gotta know at the end of the day, survival is ultimately what you're looking for. The mother box is definitely a good one. I see now if you're going right into like the top pet damage scenario types to have, yo, you're going into it. I see you. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean, when you're talking about you know what I mean, like you've been trying, you know what I mean? So like at the end of the day, and not be on this character, but all you have to do is head to that DLC, do that, what is it called? Something that came out of Godzilla or something. Oh my goodness. And yeah, you just do it a couple times, man. Calabac, you know what I mean? Make sure you go and do that and go and see what's going on. Ryan, you know what I mean? His buddy's over there doing his thing. Oh yeah, right now we're just waiting for a mission to hit our eyes. I think we're looking for, let's look at the journal book. Yeah, that's right. We're looking for BOB, Elite, and we're looking for Blackest Night. I think that is, yeah, Blackest Night. Yeah. Blackest Night. Yeah. It sounds crazy, but as someone's playing the game, I'm looking for a lot of tedious situation. But you got to remember when you think about what I'm looking at is I'm looking at how much I can capitalize for the day. So I'm not really like worried about what's going on to a total standpoint. I think if you're coming down to seeing a chill, relaxed vibe, without the stress of just thinking that you're not learning something, there's gonna be the competitive part, you guys. I know it's gonna sound funny, but all of you guys have a competitive edge about you, right? So I'm gonna try to get into this. Hold on. I usually like to tell people that I'm IQ ready. Knowing the mission, knowing what could come from the mission, the tank will obviously do certain things. Don't be butthurt about the scenario type of not seeing too much damage and then knowing you could see a lot of the damage on the boards, but at the same time you're saying to yourself like, hey, I know what to do. I know how to stay away from problems. I know how not to stress out the tank. I know how not to stress out the troll, the healer, and understand that in my position, I'm going to go for an internet scenario type where I'm just going to be just straight doing straight line thing. And there's going to be a race to going to see where first place, second place, third place. But you're understanding that your whole scenario type is based off of how you're really connecting within the game. So there's a lot of things that goes on. So just don't get like hurt about it. Just like understand that you will have to be standing up one day. Hopefully you're working on your role side, your healer side, where you can actually heal those nonsense. But for the most part, when you get IQ people in the room, you definitely don't see too much problems. You just see power usage, and the troll usually has a great time doing it because he's like, I literally have a loadout for these guys, and they don't know it's coming, and they're about to click their hearts out, and they still ain't. They're not budging him. They're not budging him. He's that nice. But yeah, the DPS race. Now I'm gonna ask you guys like just open floor. You know what I mean? Where do you guys think I'm gonna stand? Out of eight positions, where do you think I'm gonna stand? Because I would see where you guys actually know where I'm coming from, because when you guys see that, you guys be like, "Whoa, he's actually like this is surprising, right?" So like it's a shocker. It's one of those scenario types like it's cool, but at the same time it's like what is going on? You know what I mean? Like what is going on my end? And then they just stay down to the process. That's the whole point. And I know how you guys might be like, "Whoa," you know what I mean? Like that's actually real though. Like you don't know until you know, you know what I mean? You don't know until you know, right? So it's not my fault. I'm playing the game. I'm clicking. I enjoy this. Like I really do. But I'm not being mindful of the situation and knowing that the situation is still trying to get it completed. I want to get that's the drive to get it completed, right? All right, Alright, so this is about to be the raid. DCUO. Elite. So we're just about to queue in. Let me just hit my rotation for a little bit. Just get ready, warmed up. If I get the chances to get hand blasters, I will have to do it.
A lot of Black Lantern energy in here. It's like our spectral friend brought us to the right place.
Because your spectral friend is awesome!
Sinestro and Larfleeze could be in big trouble. It's up to us to get them out of it. Let's go!
What's up with the giant book? We better check it out.
Damn, we're trapped in the book of the other lanterns. Free. Look, there's Sinestro.
Change the symbols, change the narrative.
We need to rewrite the ending to his story. Take out the guys with runes, match the ones on those pillars, then take the runes to the pillars. Okay, good. Now it's locked in. Nice. Okay, good. Runes locked in.
Loadout.
That's it! We did it! Check on Sinestro. He's looking rough.
For her betrayal.
Forward is clear. Follow me to the next chapter.
I was expecting a giant auction, selling all of the loot for charity.
Those orange constructs belong to Lark, his so-called core.
It seems Larfleeze is being robbed blind by his own creations.
We'll find
Having a solid foundation.
Use the portal.
We did it. Made it out.
So you did. But you won't live to celebrate.
Okay, good. Rune's locked in.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Rune's locked in and good to go. That rune is locked in. Nice.
Attacking says useless. Bring runes to the Book of the Black.
Struggle is pointless. Lots of rules.
Okay, good. Rune's locked in. Rune's locked in and good to go. That rune is locked in. Nice. Okay, good. Rune's locked in.
Can be hard. Do so immediately. She's invulnerable. Deliver the runes to the book to weaken her.
I am invincible. impossible!
Room's locked in and good to go. Okay, good. Room's locked in. Room's locked in and good to go.
Attack these now! Time to see what this baby's worth.
Chill next time, fool.
Damn it! Got away. Again.
We'd have escaped on our own.
Just made it to podium. Made it to podium. That's tough. We have to go there. Can someone play the Wookiee? That was a turn on. It was really good to make podium. So, like, I would say for that last boss, Alyssa Drag, she is definitely hardcover. I guess her it was really GG's. Everything was GG's. I think with Alyssa Drag, it comes down to avoiding those scenario types. I know super speed is the movement type that most everybody's choosing. It's not the bad one. It's definitely what it is. I think flight for certain abilities that bosses don't ground you and you can't reach that high, right? So She might have a couple moves, but or in front of her face, giving her the likelihood of she's dropping people percentage-wise. She's dropping people. But when you see when she's trying to get somebody in the air, she can't reach them, you know. So it gives you that ability. She can ground you. She can't reach you, but you can click that L3 R3 button. You just can't. You can't just play with it. You can't tap it. You can't just highly touch it. Like, you just use your loadout. That's just basically what it is. So airspace was really clean, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I think it really did help me focus on her. And I did make a single target loadout for our pet damage, and we utilized everything we possibly can and kept on hitting the scenario types. Yeah, it was kind of cool though. I want to see more. But you know what I mean, from a Grundy standpoint, fighting standpoint, scenario type, this loadout would be somewhat okay, but still at the same time, it's like it's gotta work. You know, sometimes when you're fighting bosses, most people go, hey, you know what I mean, Solomon Grundy, you know what I mean, first, you know, go for Solomon Grundy. He's the havoc on the team. You know what I mean? He is moving like the apex predator that he came back to be. Get out of his way, you know what I mean? Like, what are you not seeing? You know what I mean? But sometimes it's just a glimpse. It's just a frame after one frame. Like, the frame seconds is so unbelievable. You would have been like, how did he have perfect time frame on that scenario type? And you just be like, whoa, he blinked. Listen, how did he just was fighting the tank, and the tank was doing all those pulls and toggling the situation, and he turned around and looked at the group, and he said, and the tank didn't even scream out, he's losing focus. And then he went towards the group. Like, it's kind of crazy. And then he just launches himself over there. He could hit oh my goodness. He can hit a chess move, a checker move, and still get king come back. And then he's still alright. But for the most part, these boss fights they're very intense. They're very, like, I don't even know how to mess. Your loadout doesn't feel the same. You feel like you're trying to naturally just be picking up people all the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just something. Look at group right here. Yeah, usually I say to people that I'm like IQ ready, because they'll be like, okay, so that means you know what to do in all scenario types. So I'm like, yes, I know how to do everything in all scenario types. And she'd be like, explain. Okay, so when you're going in Darkest Night, the ads that actually, as a tank, you have to lunge them, or as anybody who's capable of taking hits like that, can lunge them and then roll. How much you have to click square and you break out, and there's no damage after moves, so you got to get a master heal, and then everyone has to roll back or move back. Usually hitting John Constantine would be great to push everything back and then push it into the tank's area where he's pulling it through the tunnel, you know what I mean, and grabbing all ads and remembering, you know what I mean, lassos, multiple pulls, chain reaction between hitting those buffs that stun ads for, like, 15 seconds or something like that, 10 seconds, is useful in the scenario type of just going through the scenario type. You get to the boss fight now, right? You go, obviously you get the doors, you lock in the doors, work with the computers. You do those things. Go to the doors, DPS, batteries, they try to put them in safe and sound. You have to use your awareness, your camera angle, looking at what's going on, gelling in, and be like, there's so much people on it. There's only 3 slots. Everyone's trying to get hitch up. Wait. And then after boom, put it in there. The battery gets going on. When you're tank is completely finished that you were faced on, it could be one of the colors. You just helped your situation be faster to get into the DPSing range now. Now you have to find a playing field that feels comfortable. What can you get into? Where can you be? Who's hovering around your head? Who's picking up who? What's going on? You know what I mean? Who's like jumping into the groove? You know, he's lost in toggle. That's just naturally how it happens. You know what I mean? Martian Manhunter is going through the floor. Does anybody see this? And he's popping up anywhere. Are you guys alert? Move, move, move. Everyone's like shields. These controllers like throwing thing, and then everyone's just rolling out, just like, whoa, 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 why is he so close to the group? Move away from him, yo, get away from him, like, get a step away from him. And Tank is pulling, he gets lunged, now he needs big shield and heals, and then we're all like, yo, roll back in there, like, what's going on? Yo, it's a back and forth game, like, it's so sick. And then before you even know it, you are most likely taking out Grundy, he's jumping in the groove. Everyone's rolling back. Everybody's like, yo, he just launched it. Roll back. Everybody's like, I'm trying. He's doing it. Yo, break out, roll back. You know, be like, they're just trying, man. Like, you're just trying to figure out what you got to do, right? So if you could book everything before you book it, you're just like hopping and heaving. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But then when he lunges, when he does his rampage run, oh my gosh. That's when he starts bumping into people, and he's like, "Let him just go. He has to go, Johnny. I want to pick him on." He's like, "No, he's gonna do that. He's watching our movements. Focus on the thing." He's like, "He's gonna leave him. He gotta leave him." He's like, he just got you. He got you, man. So at the end of the day, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just focusing on picking up somebody might just trigger the ability for this guy to just stay there a little bit longer. It's just, you just gotta keep moving. You be like, there's a one person gotta stay focused on it like you do. I'm watching him. You know, on Mike, it sounds crazy, but exactly like that. And then at a particular point, he's like, someone's gotta step up in the group. I'll change right now. Go ahead and take it. Like, yo, I'm over here taking it. He's like, what's going on in the group? Like, oh my goodness. We got this guy. Yo, we did this guy like, yo, heads up, man. You gotta like dominate the whole thing like 8-man. Like, you just gotta be like, yanking and pulling, yanking, buffing, yanking and pulling. You're doing the most, I'm telling you. You're running, docking, diving, watching the lead, and you're just catching them. Lunging, pulling them, come back. I go get him, hit the shield. I can take the hit, pick him up. Oh, back up. You know, you're like, oh my goodness, we're swagging out. You see, like, I don't need to worry about these things because, like, I just know how it looks on scenes. And if you don't know these things, how they happen, then you're just oblivious, right? Like, you're just moving oblivious. But then at the end of the day, you know, ads. Second boss is completely work on your ads. Watch out for Superboy. If they're Superboy and the ads are all together, yo, run to the gas station. You're definitely watching everyone get cooked. I seen the best of them try to stay alive. Most of them last after the scenario type is up 45 seconds to a minute of hard, like, he's clicking to get himself resistant. He's trying to fight all the stunts from the ads. He's watching Superboy doing nonsense from who knows what. He's going through his Lazarus pit so many times. He has hit his orbital. He his supply drop. He hit his buff. He's only halfway, and he's taking matter of crazy hits. His healer already got dubbed back down there. So the ads first, and then Superboy, and then it's the pools, man. Somebody's gonna sacrifice. I'm gonna go help the troll. You know what I mean? I go do it because you know what? I feel like he can't get there in 2 spots. So you know what I mean? I have the eye to see it, so I can go get that. He'd be like, "Oh, yo, he's doing it. Help me, yo, good luck." Yo, I'm like, yo, we're working, straight working. And then before you even know it, lasers, I'm back in. Yo, I don't need to even see that. I just back as far as, you know what I mean, the laser cannot go. Back up, not forward. This guy's going sideways. He's like, I can't do nothing. Block. block. Real life, that move would have been crazy to do, but in this, block. 100% block. Even the game makers would be like, they can't even, they gotta say block. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Last boss, DPS, just stay close to the battery circle, waiting. Tolerance rate, making sure it's going in. You know, man. Watching the tank do what he do. Watching the troll and the healer coexist with each other, power over time, and hitting instant recharge. Watching the DPS put the battery in. Tank take the bosses. Guy ups the adds. We gotta watch out for area effects that look like they camouflage into our screen. That hitting us over time for no reason. We gotta watch out for dark pools. We gotta maneuver. He's gotta grab adds. He's gonna contain them. He's gonna juggle them, play with them, toss them around, pull them, lunge them, fake them. You know, switch thing, go back thing, combo that, pull. Oh my gosh, it's just a constant just countering game because he could do it. He catches them and lunges them, and it catches them, and lunges them. It's like, it's just like, it's a game of like understanding like brawls and it's Braves and the bold, the Braves and the bold, the Braves and the bold. Yeah, and the whole time we're just DPSing Necron. Trying to stay away from pools, stay away from invisible hits in the background. And at that point, we kind of completed everything.
Thanks for meeting me. I know it may be hard to trust me after, well, everything that happened on Zamaron, but we have to work together on this.
Hey, Carol, team. Things are getting shaky in Metropolis. As you may already know, there's an enormous black lantern in the middle of the city. Its connection to Necron is giving him a boost of the black. We've tried engaging, but nothing seems to get through. Carol, I hope your plan works.
Count on it. Let's go, everyone. We're heading to what's left of Brainiac's logic battery. What are they doing here?
I've been researching the emotional spectrum for quite a while. When Brainiac mixed logic with love and the rest of the emotions, it was a big mistake. That contradiction set off a chain reaction that blew apart the entities. But now, that same battery is going to be the key to our success.
this again. Whew. Glad that didn't take as long as last time. It could have taken all day. There it is. It doesn't look like much, does it? That it caused all of this trouble. Okay, we're going to use Brainiac's logic battery like a gigantic nuclear mixing bowl to fuse the mists together. We put in the rainbow, we get out our pot of gold. A mist with the power to neutralize the Black Lantern in Metropolis. I'm going to reconfigure the logic battery. The mist must get in there safely. Blackhand and Necron must have caught wind of our scheme. Don't let them interfere with the process.
Carol, we're running out of time.
Cool your jets. Trust me. Diamond mist. Sure, why not?
It worked. It worked! You're a genius!
Yet, get to Metropolis.
We'll get there when we get there.
Carol Ferris. Perhaps you could use some assistance.
Monk, can you give us a lift to Metropolis?
Gather. I will teleport you. Kerkur.
Oh, and send in the mist behind us. We'll need it to bring down that black battery.
Together,
I got a
we
lot
will
more
end
growing to
this
do,
black
but
night.
for the most part, I told it to you guys how it was straight. So, you know, man, like, yeah, we gonna get it. Gonna get it. Gonna get the numbers that we are allowed to get.
To cut a path through.
Then follow my lead or stay out of my way. Clear off, Duffer.
In brightest day.
Well, that's just soon. Remember, everyone, he's corrupted. Don't kill him.
Yes, because now's really the time to hold back. We cannot fail here, Jordan, or all will be lost.
Oh, just shut up and green-light it already. Didn't you hear my rainbow speech earlier?
By the indigo light!
It's mine! You can't take my things!
Okay, everyone, let's go! Haven't you learned yet? Life is futile, and your plan is futile. That white mist can't even penetrate my lord's flesh.
My herald is correct. Your hope dies here, as will you all.
Okay, Monk is going to teleport in the mist. We'll need to get it inside the battery.
Your vigor disgusts me.
Life will end.
The light blinds me.
Let there be death.
Yes.
Fools. The mist cannot.
Then it's a good thing I wasn't planning to use it on you.
Hurry! Get the mist to the battery! This is the end.
Be gone.
Cold and dark. It's all meaningless. You'll die too.
Give it to me!
Life is chaos.
Oh. Why won't you give it to me?
It's all meaningless.
I have so many secrets to share.
Your vigor disgusts me.
The light blinds me. All that you love will die. You cannot save the light. You will die. The pain won't be as bad as you anticipate. Yes. Your vigor disgusts me.
Whoa, the diamond mist has purged the corruption.
What? This cannot be.
The dead shall rise.
You're going back to the land of the unliving,
Your
Necron.
death will restore.
You two sound
It's all
under the fire.
None of this matters. You cannot defeat me. I do not. Ah! Your death will restore.
This time, Necron, stay gone! Well, it wasn't easy.
It never is.
at the end of the day, something formed really good. I like this. But the result, I think I could obviously pull some more. Pull some more, but when things happen away from the group, you know what I mean? It's kind of unselfishness at the end of the day. Invisible area effects hitting you, targeting you, pulling them away from the group, hitting certain things at certain times. It's all a strategy game, right? I don't think my strategy is bad. I think it was very helpful. I think my intentions were still implied. I think somebody for a fill-in position like this can do this and work with those type of scenario types and have high number of hits. I think they're gonna enjoy this, but not be the top person all the time. Somebody who's designated, and you gotta hit that. Yeah, the precise scenario type. Yeah, you know. Other than that, didn't make podium for the last one, but happy we got through it in 24 minutes. Really good timing. Incredible timing, I should say. Yeah, and slowly see the times get quicker, faster, slower. They get it, zeros. You know, I mean, it's gonna look crazy. But yeah, other than that, I'm happy for this group. I think they did A on themselves. I think some of them were like, yo, I really stood in all that. And the healer was a significant game changer. Only one. I came third on the list after the take. Like, hey, he said he was, how did he come in? He says, okay, IQ. Okay, you show that. He's like, I need some more of that. I need some more of that IQ, man. I need that IQ. I need people to know what they're doing, man. They don't scare me. But yeah, other than that, we definitely pushed the limits, man. Yo, some people got their hesitation on today, man. They got that, you know what I mean? Like, whoa. Other than that, that is sorcery. That is sorcery. Okay, that's stat-wise. We're just doing certain things and playing with the loadout, and yeah, we're just having a ball. For the most part, we're gonna go on to another character, another power set, another character, another power set. So if you guys are not really into munitions, I'm not sure to you guys. I'm sure you guys can do with it today.
The enemy is cunning.
Every loadout is totally different for different
This mission has
of the
concluded,
fights
but
that we're
others
gonna
may
go
be
through.
in need of evacuation soon.
It's all
Be prepared to assist. Knock.
strategy. It's all strategy. So this loadout that I'm rocking is for ads, you know, burst damage, a lot of ads. Let's go back to this. Oh yeah, remember how I said I was gonna work on artifacts, right? I got this artifact that I want to work on. I'm trying to build it up right now. I'm trying to grow it.